Welcome back to Tom's Life. Today's Sunday special is Moroccan chicken. So the ingredients you need is chicken, butternut squash, 2 onions, garlic, ginger, dried cherries, red wine vinegar, brown sugar, salt and ground black pepper. For your spices you need dry coriander, cumin and cinnamon. And you also need 2 chicken stock cubes. So first step, I'm going to prep all the ingredients. I'm going to start off with the raw chicken. So first step, you're going to prep our raw chicken. So what you're going to do is you're just going to slice it into 3. Just like that. You bring it back round. You don't want to cut all the way through first. And then what you want to do is you want to slice it into thin cubes. Moving your fingers out the way. Just give it a little bit of force if it doesn't go all the way through. You want nice pieces. Then you do the same with your other chicken breast. I'm using 2, but you can use up to 3 pieces if you want. Just like that. Once you've done that, you get a bowl and you place them all in, and then you finish off doing your chicken. So next step, we're going to prep our butternut squash. You're first going to chop the ends off. Now with a spoon you want to get all the seeds out. Use the back of the spoon. Be a bit messy. So you do this before you prep all your vegetables. So you're just getting all the way round. So you're getting all the seeds out and the white flesh. Using a spoon to scoop it out. And then you just keep giving it a little tap. Not too hard. And then just use your fingers to finish off getting it all out. And then we'll chop this into cubes. So next step, you're going to chop your butternut squash down the middle. Just be careful. Give it force. Then you can either use half or all of it. It's up to you. Then you're going to chop it down the middle again. And then you're going to get half. Chop it down. And then what you want to do is you want to chop it into little pieces, into cubes. Just be careful with your fingers. So keep them together. And just chop them into small bite-sized pieces. So they're easy to cook. All the same time and temperature. Like that. And then you'll get a bowl, you place them in, and you carry on doing them, and I'll show you that again now. So you get your other half of butternut squash, you give it some force, and then what you do is you're just finally chopping it into little pieces. So you're going to finish off prepping your butternut squash. You can either use half or all of your butternut squash, what you've got here. That is up to you how many people you're making it for. So next step, we're going to prep our tomatoes. You first want to chop them down the middle. You place them flat. You chop them into three like that to start off with. And then you just want to chop them into little pieces. Just like that. Don't worry about the juice, we'll place that in the bowl in a minute. So you do it in three, then you turn it around, and then you chop them into pieces. Then you get a bowl, you place them all in, scoop some of the juice in just like that. And you finish off doing your other tomato. So next step, we're going to prep our onions. You're first going to chop the end off. You'll need 2 onions. Like to flatten it so it's more easier to chop. Then you'll chop it down the middle. Then you'll trim the other ends. Then you'll peel 2 layers of the skin, just like that. So once you have peeled all your onion, you want to slice them not all the way through, just like that. Move your fingers out the way, and then you want to turn them back round, and you just want to chop them into little pieces. You want the knife to go all the way through. And just keep chopping it like that. I show you again. So you're slicing it, not all the way through. Then you turn it around, and then we're just slicing them into little fine pieces. We'll do the same with our other onion in a minute. Nice pieces like that. Then we get a little mixing bowl, place all our onion in, and we'll do our other onion. So next step, we're going to prep our garlic. You'll get a garlic bowl, and you want to take 2 garlic cloves off. You first want to trim the ends, peel all the skin off it. Just like that. Now we're going to finally dice it. Now you place your knife on top. You want to press down like that. You slice it one way. You bring it all back together. And you just want to finally dice it into little pieces. Always remember to move your fingers out the way. It's up to you how fine you want to have them. Just give it one final chop. Just like that. Now you're going to get your bowl with your onion. You place all your garlic in, and you'll do your other garlic clove. So next step, we're going to prep our ginger. You're first going to cut it down the middle. You put some to one side. And what you want to do is you want to slice it. Really finely sliced, like that. You keep it all together. And what you want to do is you want to really chop it into little pieces. One way. And then you just want to finally chop it one final chop. So you got nice little pieces. So we've got nice fine pieces of ginger. You're now going to get your bowl with your onion and garlic. You place all your ginger in, and you'll do it with your other half. So you want to get a measuring jug and put some hot water in. And now you want to place in your 2 chicken stock cubes. You want to stir these till they are evaporated. Give them a good beat and stir. This will give flavour for our Moroccan chicken. Just be careful it doesn't splash at you. And when it all has evaporated, you switch on your hob. So next step, we're switching on our hob. You want to set it to high. Just like that. You get a large pan. You place it on the ring. Let that heat up before you start frying your chicken. Now your pan should be nice and hot. You're going to place all your chicken in. Get a wooden spoon. You want to start breaking this apart using the back of the wooden spoon. Do this for 3 to 5 minutes so your chicken starts to cook nicely. Just keep breaking them apart using the wooden spoon and just keep stirring them. So we're just breaking them all nicely so they can all cook on one side. As you can see, it's now starting to cook nicely on each side. So in a minute you add in your onion, garlic and ginger to your chicken to start making your Moroccan chicken. And like I always say, if you've got anyone who's a vegetarian, you can take out the chicken and get some corn chicken, so you can all enjoy the same recipe. So in a minute or two I will add in all my onion, garlic and ginger into the pan so the chicken get flavour. Now you're going to add in your onion, garlic and ginger to the pan with your chicken. Do this for a minute or two. So we've got it all out like that. And now you just want to give them a stir in so they go nice and soften and bring out flavour to our chicken. Don't worry if any little bits get stuck to the bottom of the pan. We were first adding our tomatoes, so some of the juice will get it off the pan, off the bottom of the pan. And then we were adding our stock. So don't worry if you get any little pieces at the bottom of the pan. So we're just stirring them in with all our chicken so they can get flavour on our chicken. Now you want to add in all your tomatoes and the juice. You want to stir these so they go nice and soft. So we're making our tomatoes go nice and soft and let all the juices out. We're just going to let these stir in for a minute or two. Then we add in our stock and spices. But at the moment we're just stirring our tomatoes in so they go nice and soft and bring out flavour to the dish. So as you can see, our dish is nicely getting on. We soften our tomatoes. So you're now going to add in your stock. So we've added in our stock. You give that a little bit of a stir to get everything off the bottom of the pan. And in a minute, before you add in your butternut squash, you add in your spices and seasoning. And then just before you put it on to simmer, you add in your rest of your ingredients one by one. So we're just getting off the bottom of the pan, just like that. So as you can see, we have added in our stock. You're going to get all your spices now. So you're going to add in first a pinch of coriander, a pinch of cumin, and a tiny pinch of cinnamon. To give flavour to the dish. You shake all that off your hand into the pan. You give that a little bit of a stir. You're now going to add in your butternut squash. And you stir all that in so they can get nicely coated into your chicken, your stock, your spices. And just before we put the lid on to simmer, you add in your cherries, a little bit of red wine vinegar, a pinch of sugar and some seasoning. So you first want to add in a teaspoon of brown sugar and a little bit of red wine vinegar. And then what we do is we give that a little bit of a stir so all the sugar and vinegar can evaporate into the dish. And then in a minute you add in your salt and ground black pepper and your cherries. And then what you do is you'll lower this, put it on the simmer, and you want to warm cook your cherries and your butternut squash for 10 to 15 minutes. And you want to thicken your sauce too. Now you're going to start adding in some ground black pepper. And some ground salt. Shake that up all your hands. And finally you add in your cherries. These are dried cherries. Give that all a good stir in, so it gives flavour to the pan. Get round the pan, just be careful it doesn't splash you. And then in a minute you'll put your lid on and then put it on to simmer for 10 to 15 minutes. Now you want to place the lid on your pan, just like that. You want to lower that to medium. You keep an eye on that for 10 to 15 minutes so it cooks everything in the pan. So this is how you make my Moroccan chicken. I hope you like this. Don't forget to hit the like button, share and subscribe, and thank you.